Do you know what I like doing on Halloween? I like getting together with my friends, watching a bunch of movies, whether it be cheesy or, you know, classic horror, and just hanging out and drinking. So today I thought I would recommend some movies for you to watch during Halloween. Also, how cute is this mug? As you all know, I love scary movies of all kinds, and I've been watching horror movies since I was about 8. So this list isn't going to be my favorite. These are just a couple of movies that have come out in recent years that I think is worth watching. Because I have watched a ton of scary movies, I find it really hard to find some good ones, especially ones that have come out recently. But these are just the select few that I think are pretty good. First one that I want to recommend is more of a psychological thriller, and it's Orphan. It came out in 2009 and it was directed by... ooh, I can't say those names. I will post it up on the screen. It stars Vera Farmiga. It also stars the girl from the Hunger Games that plays Clove, I want to say, the one that like beat Katniss up in the cornucopia. It's about this family who adopts this little girl, but once they invite her into their home, she seems a little off. So yeah, it's definitely one that actually really creeped me out when I watched it. The next movie I want to recommend is actually one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's The Conjuring. It came out in 2013 and it was directed by James Wan. This obviously stars Vera Farmiga again, and it stars that guy from Insidious. I don't know his name actually. What's his name? Patrick Wilson. That's the guy. It's basically a haunted house story, which is one of my favorite types of movies, but it was based on the true case files of actual ghost hunters, paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. They have made other movies within the franchise, but I think I just really prefer the first one. I'm not sure how I feel about the other ones, but yeah, the first one is definitely one of the better ones. I think the next two movies that I'm going to recommend are more of the quiet, eerie kind of scary movies that I feel like you need to watch when the room is silent because it's really creepy. So I have The Visit, which came out in 2015 and it was directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Is that how you say it? It's about these siblings who are shipped off to their grandparents' house in another city for a week-long trip, and when they get there everything seems all fine until creepy things start to happen. I don't want to say too much more because I don't want to give, you know, clues away, but it is really creepy. Now this next movie that I want to recommend is one of my favorites, and it's It Follows. It Follows came out in 2014. Oh really? Oh, I thought it was newer than that. And it was directed by David Robert Mitchell. It stars the guy from It's Kind of a Funny Story. If you've watched that, the main guy in that movie, it stars him, and it's a really creepy, scary movie about being followed, and it's this sort of like eerie feeling of like the person following you not giving up no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter how fast or slow you're going. It's just constantly there. And yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite scary movies because it just... ooh, it's creepy. The last two movies that I want to recommend are good scary movies that I watched this year. One of them I just watched the other week, and it's Happy Death Day. I think it just came out, and it's about this girl who keeps waking up on the same day of her birthday and then ending up dead every single night. and it's about her trying to figure out how to get out of that day, how to escape her death, essentially. It's not a new concept or anything like that, but I did find it to be a lot of fun when I was watching it. The last movie is one that I've watched multiple times since I watched it, and it's It, the new adaptation of the book by Stephen King. And it's about these kids, and there's a scary clown, and you all know what it's about. It's really fun. I thought it was gonna be one of those movies that I would watch once, I would enjoy it, and then if I watched it a second time it wouldn't really have the same impact on me. But I was surprised to be wrong, because I watched it again and again and I still really enjoy it. I love the 80s, you know, aspect of it. I love the kids aspect of it, because I think kids in scary movies are just a lot more fun to watch. I don't know why, but yeah, I highly recommend seeing it in theaters as well, because I think it's another fun one that you can watch with other people. But yeah, I think those are the fun scary movies I have for you today. As I said, these aren't necessarily all that scary, but they are a lot of fun for you to watch during Halloween, because I love watching fun, scary, not so scary movies during this time of year. If you have any recommendations for me, leave it down below. But I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you soon.